There are weapons forged by hands, swords, missiles, warships. And then there are weapons forged by will, older than war, older than time, older than gods. One such weapon slept for millennia beneath the fractured crust of Ravex 9, an exiled moon drifting along the edge of the Carcosa Rift. Its name had been erased by the civilizations it ended. Its power, too vast to contain, was bound in chains of dying stars and buried in a tomb sealed by forgotten kings. For 10,000 years, it waited. And then Lyra Danvers came. She wasn't a soldier. Not a queen. Not even a trained explorer. She was a scrap diver, a salvager picking through the bones of dead planets to keep her younger brothers alive. Orphaned during the siege of Antares, Lyra grew up in the slums of Delta Station 5, navigating broken gravity lifts and power outages as easily as others walk through air. She wasn't meant to find the weapon. But destiny doesn't care about meant to. It happened during a routine job. A mining guild had lost contact with a team excavating old battle wreckage on Ravex 9. Lyra was hired, cheap labor, expendable, fast. She didn't ask questions. The tomb wasn't marked on the maps. But Lyra's scanner began glitching, then screaming. Her drone dropped dead in midair. And in the silence that followed, she felt it, a pulse, not in her ears, but in her blood. The entrance opened at her touch. Inside were no traps. No guards. Just stillness. At the center of the chamber floated an object, sleek, blacker than space, humming like a heartbeat. She didn't reach for it. It reached for her. In that moment, the galaxy tilted. The weapon, later named by scholars as Veritas Ignis or Truthfire, was a conscious construct, bound to one bearer across eras. It had chosen kings and tyrants, saints and betrayers. And now, it chose a girl from the gutter. Lyra collapsed. Her veins burned silver. Her mind cracked open. Memories that weren't hers flooded in. Battles on worlds that no longer existed, voices of species long extinct, rage so pure it could ignite stars. She woke 3 days later. Different. The mining guild was gone. Incinerated. Not a trace left except shadows burned into the rock. She hadn't meant to kill them. The weapon had protected its new host. News spread fast. Faster than light. A dead moon flared like a newborn sun. The Archivist Collective declared an Omega-level awakening. The Templars of Silence issued a galactic bounty. The Corval Empires mobilized their fleets. They all wanted the weapon. Or feared it. Or feared her. But Lyra didn't run. She looked around at a galaxy choking on old empires and dead gods, and she made a decision no other bearer had ever made before. She would burn the throne worlds first. The first to fall was Garnath Prime, home to the Arx Domini, who ruled by algorithm and sacrifice. They dispatched armadas to intercept her. She didn't fire a single shot. The weapon sang from her chest, a note forged in justice and fury, and the ships disintegrated mid-warp. Garnatha's AI monarchs begged for parley. She gave them silence. Next came Veltharion, where the Sun Kings drank starfire while miners died in vacuum. She walked into their citadel alone. Guards raised their plasma halberds, and melted. Lyra spoke one word, enough. The palace collapsed inward. The planet's core screamed. And when the fire cleared, nothing stood atop the throne mount but Lyra, unscathed. By now, billions called her the Weapon Queen, though she claimed no title. She wore no crown. Only a tattered pilot's jacket, her brother's name stitched into the collar. But wherever she went, regimes fell. There were those who tried to stop her. The Orion Accord, a league of so-called peacekeepers, tried to trap her in a gravity well. It failed. Their moon fortress exploded before her ship even entered the system. The heir of Voltar, himself wielding a blade made from neutron star matter, challenged her in single combat. She didn't touch him. She just looked at him. He dropped to his knees and begged her to take the weapon from him, though he held none. Even the gods took notice. Yes, gods. The Ascendant Choir, beings who lived in the folds between time, emerged from the veil to confront her. You are a threat to cosmic balance, they warned. Return the weapon. Lyra only smiled. Then fix your balance. And then she tore open the choir's veil, revealing the stolen soul lattice they fed on. Across the stars, prayers went silent. For the first time in centuries, the gods bled. She became more than legend. She became catalyst. Civilizations started choosing sides. Not in war, but in philosophy. Was she a tyrant? A savior? A test? She didn't tell them. Because Lyra Danvers never wanted to be worshipped. She wanted change. And so, galaxy by galaxy, she tore down what could not be reformed. She gave warning. She gave time. And when time ran out, she gave judgment. Her weapon learned from her. It used to destroy. Now it refined. It became selective. Surgical. A tyrant's voice would vanish mid-speech. A slaver's chain would shatter before it touched skin. Entire fleets would sleep, dream, and wake changed better. Some said she was remaking reality. Some said she was undoing fate. And then, when the final empire fell, the throneless fold, rulers of the outer spirals, whose fleet blacked out constellations, Lyra vanished. No one saw her go. No explosion. No broadcast. Just gone. The weapon, too, disappeared. Some say she buried it again. Others believe it became her. And that she now walks the galaxy in silence, disguised as dust, waiting until power once again becomes cruelty. But her mark remains. In the songs sung in free zones. In monuments built not of gold, but of names remembered. In the way tyrants flinch when a girl raises her voice. They say, the weapon chose her. She chose fire. And galaxies remembered how to scream. She was Lyra Danvers. The girl the universe forgot. Until she reminded it what justice sounded like.